Aw, geez, here comes Rocket League with another collaboration. At the rate they're pulling out these cars, I don't think I'm ever gonna finish reviewing all of them. But god damn it, I'm gonna try. Alright guys, with the Nascar cars here, let me show you where you can get that. That'll be in the item shop, and already on the top you'll see the NASCAR 2021 fan pack. They're offering a free trail. It's okay, we'll look at that in just a bit, but looking at the actual pack for itself, 2,000 credits, still pretty steep. I think that's going to be the staple price for all of their bundles now, I think. But at least you get 3 cars out of it. Looking at them, you get the Toyota Camry, the Camaro, and the Mustang, which is super nice. It's unfortunate that the Mustang comes in the NASCAR version and not necessarily just the Mustang itself, but I mean, here we are. Wheels look cool, but I don't think you can use them on any other car. Same thing for these decals. They look nice. They kind of make the car black with some Rocket League yellow, blue, and color, whatever colors. Oscar Mayer, super nice. I actually do like these decals. Fortunately, these are not going to be able to be moved to another car, so keep that in mind when you're debating purchasing this. Looks like we give us all the numbers for, I guess, the cars. I'm not too into NASCAR, to be honest. I do like how the Mustang looks from the front, the backs, or whatever, but we'll get into the designs of the car in just a bit, so let's actually get through that now. Alright, looking at the Chevrolet Camaro, my first impressions of it, it looks good. The front looks very Chevy Camaro, Z01. It's super nice on the side. The back, I never liked it. It is a NASCAR, so it's like a stock car. It's not meant to look good, I guess. It's just meant to, I guess, follow the stock aerodynamics or whatever the science is for that. But aside from that, I think the car is super long. It barely fits in my screen here. But overall, I like the front. Side looks good. I hate this little big butt thing going on, but it's there. I guess the boost is gonna come out from here, so it's whatever. It's not the best rear for sure to look at, but everywhere else it looks super good. I really don't have much to say about it. It looks like a Camaro, and that's about it. Alright, here we go, guys. We're gonna go over the hitbox of the Chevrolet Camaro. That's the NASCAR, I guess, variant of it. As we can see, look at the side profile. Man, is this a long car. This does have a Dominance hitbox, so it's a hitbox I'm used to, but man, look at all this real estate. This front is whatever, but the back's really long. I mean, I guess NASCAR version of cars are pretty long and they're pretty wide too, so I don't expect it to fit it 100%, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, I mean, we've seen that with the Ford F-150. Looking at the back view, nothing too crazy. It looks like we don't actually hit the top as easily. Front is the same. Looking from the top view, yeah, you can see that the sides are not 100%. That big bulging rear is still there. It's not the worst. I actually don't know how it's gonna play out, because looking at it just kind of looks out of place, I think is the word, but I mean, you know how it goes. How it compares to the hitbox and to how it actually plays are two different things, especially when from person to person, so we'll go see how that is right now. So after spending some time with the Camaro version of the NASCAR, I don't think I'm a big fan of it. I think personally it's not the worst car there is. It's definitely a long one, and it does feel like the Dominance hitbox, but I just didn't appreciate it. I didn't feel like I could perform as well as I normally do with it. I don't know, it wasn't for me. It doesn't do anything bad, it doesn't do anything great. Personally, the way I drove it, it was more of a jack of all trades, not really good at anything. So I'm not gonna put it too high in our list, but before I do any kind of ranking, let's just move on to the next car. Alright, here we are with the Mustang. So, you know, considering it being a stock car, it does look really good from the front. It looks super wide right here. I do like this profile look. I do like how this looks. There's a nice rake to it, so it starts top and the bottom. Or it's a little higher in the back and lower in the front, which makes it look pretty good. Overall, the back is just ugly, man. Considering it was looking so good, like everything from here left was looking good, but now the back is really boxy. So I'm not into it. nothing crazy. I'm adding to the back of it. It sucks. You're gonna be driving this car and you're gonna be seeing the rear of it more than anything. The front and everything looks super cool. The back is ugly, but I mean, it is what it is. Design choice, I guess. But that's how I feel about the Mustang. Alright, looking at the hitbox for the Mustang Nascar version. Let me tell you what, the shape of this car looks really good. It has this nice rake where it's higher in the top, lower in the bottom. I actually do like the shape of it. I don't like how the rear looks too much. It's a little bit of a space, but nothing too crazy. I think it fits this hitbox really well just by looking at the side profile. The rear is okay, nothing too crazy. I think the front's gonna be the same. Looking at the top down view, the rear sticks out just a bit. The front, I think every car usually sticks out in the front. The side panels, it's not the biggest space, but it's actually not the shortest either. So it might feel a little weird, but I think this is actually, I mean, just by looking at it, it looks really good. So I think it'll perform well when I do play with it. So let's actually see how that goes. Alright, in terms of the Mustang, I do really like how it looks. For the most part, the back is whatever, but playing it, I couldn't use it. I really wanted to like using it, and I couldn't. I think I did the worst out of the 3 cars with this car. And considering it's a Mustang, it just felt bad. I was super excited to see it when it was first announced, but me playing it now, I'm so bad with it, and it's the exact same hitbox as the other 2 cars. It's just, I don't know. I just didn't fucking feel that I did well with it, so it is what it is. I wish I did better with it. I don't like how it turns very well. I don't like how it jumps. I don't like how it does much of anything. I think it's a shorter version of the other 3 because by looking at the hitbox, but it wasn't for me. So, alright, here we are with the Camry. You know, I never thought I'd be playing any kind of race car game and to see a Camry, let alone in Rocket League. So, I didn't even know they had Camrys in stock car racing and NASCAR, so learning something new every day. These lights are super bright, but you know, overall it doesn't look terrible. It looks like a basic car. The rear looks atrocious. Looks like the tail light kind of curves around the back side of it, which is, I guess, okay. It's nice. Kind of goes with the flow of the car. But you know, I'm not a big fan of it. I didn't even know it existed, and now that I know it existed, I wish I didn't. It didn't exist, right? So, it's there, another car. Maybe somebody's out there who's a Camry fanboy is going crazy for it, but not me. Let's actually see how all these hitboxes work. Alright, here we are with the Toyota Camry. I didn't think I'd see a Camry, but again, here we are. So hitbox, dominant hitbox again, just like all the other NASCARs. This car is actually really long, huh? Toyota Camry really coming out longer than all the other 2 cars, the Camaro and the Mustang. But hitbox wise, it does look like from the top view, it actually matches up better, which is surprising. So it's a little bit taller for sure. The rear is just wild, the front, even to the bottom, I guess. I think that might be a little bit of a glitch from when I was checking it. But yeah, you can see it just aligns to the top pretty well, which is nice. And then looking at the side panels, I think this might be a little bit bigger than the Mustang and the Camaros, but overall the car is super long, huh? I'm not too sure why, but I guess the Camaro is naturally that long. I mean, the Camry NASCAR version is that long, so I haven't even seen one in real life, let alone here we are. So let's see how it plays in game though. You know, of all the cars that came out in this little pack, the Camaro, Mustang, Camry, I didn't think I was gonna like the Camry the most. Playing wise, like mechanically, I think the Camry was better for me. Visually, it's not the best, obviously, but you know, I played well with it. I did actually like it. It wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. It was kind of a little bit better than average, I'd say. Definitely better than the other 2 cars. So I'm gonna give it to it. You know, I was gonna mash on the Toyota Camry as a car itself, but it works out and it's super nice. I think because it's longer, I'm able to see where the car is personally, and I can see where in my rotations I am. So it drives well. I'm gonna give it to it. I suggest you guys try it. Don't knock it, obviously, until you do. But overall, it's great. Alright, so in terms of where we last left off, where does it put us? So with Twinzer at number 1, then coming down to the F-150, Breakout, Lambo, Mudcat, R3MX, X-Level, and then the Scarab as the indefinite last for the rest of time. Where did the NASCAR sit? With 3 cars, being the first time I ever rate 3 cars in one video, I'd say the worst one was definitely the Mustang for me, so I'm going to actually put that under the Mudcat. I think the Mudcat, Lambo, Breakout, F-150, and Twins did better than the Mustang. As for the Camaro, I'm probably gonna put that under under the Mudcat as well, just above the Mustang. And then for the Camry, I think that's better than the Lambo. So I'm gonna put the Camry of all cars at number 4, which is weird. So, but that's my ranking. And there you have it, guys. That is the ranking of the 3 NASCARs that just ended up coming out not too long ago. Really cool that they're just adding new cars, and they're adding cars way faster than I can review them, so I gotta be a little faster on that. But overall, it's super nice that they're doing that. Kind of sucks you can't really customize them too much in terms of decal and wheels and all of that, but I really hope they do take a turn in allowing you to do that with some future cars. I'm super excited to see what they plan on doing in the future. I know as of recording this video, they do plan on releasing kind of like a Formula 1 car, so that's not the Animus GP, which is a car I still need to rate, I guess, or review. But overall, super excited to where they're going, and let's hope that they get better with the cars. I just hope they bring some more real life cars. But I appreciate you guys watching to the end, and have a great one.